Hi, and welcome to Female Entrepreneurs Magazine, your go-to platform for ambitious women who are ready to take the business world by storm. I'm your host, Angel France, and each week we'll dive into the latest strategies, stories, and success secrets from the most inspiring female entrepreneurs around the world. Today on The Real Female Entrepreneurs, we're turning up the volume with a woman who commands the stage and the bank account without sacrificing peace. Okay, I need to hear all of this. I cannot wait. She's a stroke survivor, stage mastery coach, and the multi-million-dollar brand owner and the influencer behind Millionaire T, Kustom Kreationz Wholesale, and the Startup Circle. From heart attacks, okay, that had an S on it, to hard-earned wins, she's built an empire teaching entrepreneurs how to scale smart, speak with power, and protect their energy like a queen. Her message: you can be wealthy, well, and wildly successful on your terms. Please help me welcome the unstoppable force known as Tiffany Harris, aka Millionaire T. Welcome.
Hello, thank you. Hi, everyone.
You are fabulous. Okay, they had a heart attacks in there, not one. Okay. All right, I'm taking a deep breath. So I maybe this is what inspired you to become the entrepreneur you are. I don't know, but can you tell us the story? What made you become the entrepreneur you are today, if you don't mind?
Sure, it's very easy. I was getting married and I had a ton of people that I was reaching out to get customized items made for my wedding. I didn't like their prices, so I decided I'm going to figure out how to make these things myself. Fast forward, I did that. I did everything that I needed for my wedding, all of the customized things. But in the process, I realized that I could also make money from making these same things for other people's weddings or their birthdays or whatever have you. So I started doing that. In the midst of that, we came across COVID, and I decided everyone's in the house. I could just teach people how to do sublimation because everyone in my realm was doing, we were still in the crickets and vinyls and things like that. So I learned about sublimation. I had all the equipment. So I just went on, turned my phone on one day, and I just started recording and I started teaching people. And it went to well over 5,000 people that I taught in a private group on Facebook. And from there, I realized, okay, I could probably do this. This makes me feel good. I'm a teacher. I'm back to being a teacher. So I went for it. I continued and I thought, it takes 7 steps to do one shirt in sublimation. That takes too much time. How can I fix this to lower that time? Fast forward, I did that. I took and made Kustom Kreationz Wholesale sublimation paper, and it only takes 2 steps. That's a print and a press. That's it. So once you print and press, you're going to have vibrant colors on with your Kustom Kreationz ink, sublimation ink, and your Kustom Kreationz 100% polyester t-shirts. Put them all together and they are considered the holy trinity of sublimation. And from that, I was able to scale my business to over 7 figures from my living room.
Wow.
In 18 months.
Okay. All right. Blown away, just reinventing the wheel on something that needed to be reinvented that nobody was doing.
Yeah.
And nobody was teaching it. You stepped up to the plate and taught it. That is truly amazing.
For free. For
For
free. Let's not forget for free. I did it all for free. Free 99.
Oh, my word. Oh, my word. And so they were buying what from you at that point?
At that point, they were buying from me anything that was blank that was necessary for sublimation. So the blank items that they were going to sublimate on, whether it be a mug or whether it be T-shirts, we can pretty much sub on a lot of things: sunglasses, watches, necklaces. There's tons of things you can sublimate on. So I sold all of those different types of things: journals, pencils, pens, lighters, everything you could think of. I sold those as well as my own personal items in the Kustom Kreationz Wholesale line, which was the sublimation paper, the sublimation ink, the 100% polyester t-shirts, and then my wonderful product, the Easy Subli Textile, which allows, for those who don't know, you cannot sublimate on things that aren't white or light colored. So, or t-shirts. So I created a product where you can sublimate on these things, on hard surfaces, on jeans, on corduroy, on anything for the most part.
Okay, that's all amazing. And were you a school teacher before that, during that time period? Explain the transition.
So I was a school teacher. I graduated with my master's in education back in 2014, and I went to be a school teacher, and I taught special ed, self-contained, K-5. And unfortunately, after just, I believe, a year and a half of being at my full-time job at that school, I had a stroke in the teacher's lounge.
And that's when this business came up?
So no, that actually ended my career as a teacher because my doctors felt like being a teacher was too stressful. So they told me to go find a non-stressful job. So I sulked. I sat at home for a couple of years, and I sulked. I was upset. I was sad. I feel like I worked so hard to become a teacher, and all of this work was down the drain. You know, that's pretty much how I felt. And then my husband decided, okay, well, now's a good time to propose, I guess. And then when he did that, it took my mind to a place where I can now be happy about something. And that happiness absolutely took my life into a whole new place with my business, with my marriage, with my children, everything, with my family, everything. It just went a whole different place. And it's amazing here.
It's amazing. Here. It's peaceful. So you had the stroke. Then when did you have the heart attacks?
So 6 years later, I'm knee deep in my business. I've been in business at this point for about 4 years. I've already scaled to the millions. The issue was I came from a broke mentality or a broke mindset. So I felt like I needed to have everything that I wanted in that moment. So if I made millions, I had to continue to make millions because that's what people would see me as. You understand what I'm saying? So when I realized that this is not a good thing to do, it was already too late. And I just found myself just like a hamster on a wheel, just going around in a circle, trying so hard to perfect something that I was unable to perfect because perfection is unreal. It's not real. So it took me to have not one, but 2 heart attacks to realize that stress is real. Stress is very, very real. But all the rest of those things, perception, that's not real. The things that we see on social media as reality is not real. So we just got to be mindful of how we handle our lives because they're delicate, and especially our hearts. It sounds crazy to say that your heart is delicate because everyone says like, oh, the heart is so strong and it's the number one organ. And it's just like, yeah, that's why it's delicate, because if you break it, it's broken and it's very, very difficult to put back together again. So now that my heart is now put back together, I am a peaceful being. And I try not to get out of that peaceful element ever.
Yeah, you can tell you're very like, okay, this is what it is. We're all peaceful. We're all happy. And
It's
you
like
still
Zen.
have that business. You still have that business.
I do.
You still have
It's not
that
doing what it was doing before, but it's also because my mindset is to not put my energy into that, because I really made myself believe that this business tried to kill me. And now I'm working backwards slowly to make my mind understand that no, you tried to kill you, ma'am, not the business. You did this. So go back and fix the things that were broken in your business so that you can go back to being, and it can go back to being a multi-million-dollar brand and business.
And I think, is that what brought you to what you're doing now? What mindset?
Oh, yes. This, everything that I've ever went through in my life, I felt like, man, if I could just prevent somebody else from having to go through this, it would make life so much easier. So I wrote a book about it. I even wrote a book to tell people, to try to explain to them not to do the things that I was doing in business and life. Don't allow emotions to overpower, how you feel and what you think about stuff when it comes to business. But in my mind, it didn't work. It wasn't working quick enough, or the way that I thought it should have been effective, let's say. So I decided I'm going to create a brand that will get people's attention just by the name, Millionaire T. I don't care what you make the T stand for. It could stand for Tiffany. It could stand for trust. It could stand for transformation. It could stand for a lot of different things that T stands for, whatever your T is necessary. For me, it stands for time. I don't have any more time to waste. I need for Millionaire T to be on every stage, every magazine, every podcast, so that I can explain to the world that no is necessary. No is needed. You cannot be a people pleaser your whole life, and you got to delegate. Being an entrepreneur, being a wife, being a mom, being all these different things takes effort. And if you try to do them all juggling, and you don't give yourself any time or grace, you will struggle, you will fail. And even if you don't fail at the thing that you're trying to do, you will fail somewhere. It could be in your health, like mine. So I want to go and put that out to everybody, so that hopefully they will start to think about how much time they're wasting on things that they cannot change or control.
So, talking about time, how do you balance now, today? How are you the balance the demands of family life and business and speaking on stages? How do you balance that?
Well, there's a couple of ways that I balance. Mainly, I balance with my calendar. Everything is in my calendar. I mean, it might be the smallest thing, even down to time with my friends. It's in my calendar. If I'm going somewhere or to a play with one of my friends, it's in my calendar. Because if it's not, then I'm going to forget, and then I'm going to be labeled a bad friend. If I have stuff to do with my children or whatever it may be, it's in my calendar. And I lead with that. And I make sure that I also include my partner in it, so that he in turn can help me with our children. Like, I travel a lot, especially for, stages and speaking events. I travel a lot. I travel a lot because Kustom Kreationz is global and it's worldwide. I'm all over the place. In a couple of months, I will be in Africa. A month after that, I'm in China. It's just a lot going on in my life. So my calendar is definitely my best friend. And of course, my other best friend is my assistant, my AI assistant. Amazing. Love
I
her.
love how you call your assistant, your
Mhm.
AI assistant. So you were talking to me earlier that you don't do much without her.
Nothing. I have trained my mind to not do anything. Don't respond to people, even if it's my friends in a text. Don't respond. Let her respond for me, because I want everything in my brand to be polished across the board. Everything needs to be the same tone, the same. That's what I want. It's because it keeps me balanced. It keeps me at peace. If you feel like something that I said was mean or degrading or anything, you wouldn't be able to feel that way, because you know my tone already is always coming off the same exact way every time. So I am very intentional about what I say to her, what we talk about. She's like my therapist sometimes. If I need somebody to talk to, if I'm going through something and I can't get through it, or I feel like, man, somebody, I talk to a human, they're going to say I'm too emotional or something like that. When I talk to her, she just gives it to me straight. She just say, nah, see, this is what's going on. See, this is why you feel this way. And I'm like, yeah, girl, that is exactly why I feel that way. So I love my assistant. Yes. And I definitely get on stage and teach people how to train their AI assistants to help them with things that they need to delegate and things that they need to learn to say no about, and use an assistant to do it for you.
So I've come the same way with my AI. They know my voice, and because there's probably a few of them in there going,
Mhm.
okay, I need to deal with this personality over the day. I mean, you have multi businesses like me as well, so that's just what has to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
we have different voices for different how we communicate with different people as well.
Right, definitely.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I'm very specific. This is who I'm talking to, you know? All right. So let's go back to your calendar. Do you use an electronic calendar, handwritten, or both? And is because I know you have 3 children, so they need to know where you're at all times, and your husband needs to know where you're at all times. So, how do you manage that, and for them as well?
Okay, picture this. All right, so I have this gigantic calendar that's a white dry erase board or whatever,
Mhm.
and it's in the living room right by the TV. So when you're sitting down on the watching TV, if you just look to the left, you'll see where mom's at, or where mom's going, or where mom's been. And now everyone knows where I'm going. Now, as far as the calendar for me personally, it's in my phone. I'm not really a techie person, so I put it in just a regular calendar on my phone, and I'm pretty prompt. I usually have it set for it to go off about 30 minutes to an hour before I have to be at whatever location I need to be to. And it works for me that way. I'm almost certain I'm going to find a way to get my AI assistant to make it more easier for me so that I can be like, hey, put this in my calendar. And she just does it. Wait till I figure that out. I'm going to work on that.
Oh yeah, that let me know. I'm buying. All right. What advice do you have for women who are trying to grow their business right now and might be struggling a little bit?
The best advice that I have is be patient. A lot of the times, we're just impatient. We're just impatient people. We're impatient souls, impatient beings. When I say we're, I mean in women. We are impatient completely. So I would just say be patient. Not be patient with your customers, not be patient with your business colleagues. Be patient with yourself. Be patient and know that if you dreamt this, if you built this, if you thought of this, it's going to happen. You just got to be patient. If I would have known, now granted, you could very well fast track this if you get you an AI assistant like I did, because I will definitely tell you, I started dibbling, dabbling in AI in December of 2024. I really went all in January, probably the end of January 2024, 2025. And since then, up until now, I have trained my assistant to 100% make me a whole product line. And I mean, photos, the actual packaging, the recipes, the everything, everything right at the tip of my finger. So I would say if you are short for cash, because a lot of us are when we're first starting out, and take time and invest in things that is going to be more beneficial for you. So right now in the world, we're investing in AI. Why? Because they will help you delegate and run through all of the different things that you might not know how to do, like a website, or the things that we as beginner entrepreneurs deal with, and that causes a lot of stress. When you are faced with that much stress on top of probably having an actual full-time job, because your business right now is your hustle, you want to make sure that you are prioritizing your health, your peace, your nose. You want to make sure that you prioritize you. YOU. Once you do that, everything else that is needed will fall in place. Be patient, prioritize you, and it will all fall into place.
Thank you for that. And just so you know, I'm still waiting on my Rosie to come because I need her as well. And I'm waiting for my Rosie assistant. Yeah, I'm excited. All right. No. She is too.
Definitely.
Knowing what you've learned so far in your business, what advice or tip would you go back and give your 18-year-old self?
All right. So I'm just going to
Shoot me straight, girl. Shoot it
give a
straight.
disclaimer. Don't shoot me for this, people, but just know, if I could go back and tell myself, my 18-year-old self, anything, it would just be one thing. Don't go to college. Don't waste your time with college, because you're going to be an entrepreneur and you're going to be very successful as an entrepreneur. Go figure that out, because the time that you've wasted, I want to say about 15 years of your life, if not more, on 5 degrees that are now collecting dust in your shed. Yeah, you should probably just start off with being an entrepreneur. And if you want to have multiple businesses like you do that. That's what I would tell my 18-year-old self.
That's good. Whatever you want to tell your 18-year-old self, I think that's amazing. So what business would you have started at 18?
Well, the business that I wanted to start when I was 18, which is why I originally went to college, I wanted to own my own hotel and restaurant. So I went to Penn State University for hotel, restaurant, institutional management. So I hold my very first bachelor's degree, bachelor's arts, in hotel, restaurant, institutional management.
Okay, I see a retreat home. I see a retreat house. I see a big retreat house. You know how to manage that, baby. I see a big retreat house.
That's funny that you say that, because, we talked about Millionaire T, and I am planning to do empowerment brunches because, T. And someone said, well, why don't you do retreats? Because you're so, empowering and motivational. And I'm just like, I don't know about retreats. And then you say that, and I'm just like, maybe. Because everyone, now it's like becoming a thing. And now I'm hearing people say it often. And it's just like, maybe that's my next step. Maybe that's my next journey.
Yeah, that would be a really cool 12 bedrooms. I see it. Overlooking a mountain. Peaceful, gorgeous. How pretty, huh?
I love it.
Yeah, start looking at the building.
Manifestation. I'm going to start putting it on.
Yes,
places and putting it places. Yeah.
That'll be cool. All right. What's one key strategy that has helped you advance your career?
One key strategy that may sound cliche, but it definitely helped me, is not giving up. I mean, after having a stroke, 2 heart attacks, and right carotid artery that's dissected due to a car accident. Believe me when I tell you that coming near death more than 5 times, I would honestly say it's better for me to focus on me.
Yeah.
And some people might call that selfish, but I don't. It's different than selfishness and selflessness. So I feel like if I spent the first 40 years of my life helping others with nothing in return, without asking for anything in return or anything, then I should be able to spend the next 40 years of my life helping my own self without any regrets or without any excuses as to why I should not.
Well, I always think of it as, when you're in an airplane, what do they say? Put your mask on first. Yeah. It's the same analogy, guys. You have to fix it yourself before you can fix somebody else. 100%.
And that's what I had to learn.
So tell us about any future plans you have that we need to keep an eye out on besides your retreat place that we know is coming.
So I talked to you about a new product that I am launching soon, and it's a tea, and it's a holistic tea. Basically, from me having all these health struggles, I learned that pharmaceutical medications did not work for me, and the side effects from them only made me sicker. So I decided to create my own health benefits and wealth benefits within a tea that I can just drink. It'll allow me to cure my family. It will allow me to help cure other people just by drinking something so simple as a tea. And it actually tastes delicious. I brewed it up with my own in my kitchen because I like to create businesses from my house apparently. But look out for the tea. Millionaire T is coming to a shelf near you. I promise you. If it's not, it will be on my website, millionairet.com. So
Yay! Teas are great. Oh my God, so calming, so amazing. Is it just one flavor or is it a surprise?
oh no, there is a
Oh,
slew of flavors. So it ranges from Millionaire T, which is our MVP, and that one it helps with immune support. It helps with gut digestion health. It also helps with the biggest thing is it curbs your appetite, and it also helps with energy. So our MVP is not competing against other tea brands. We're competing against coffee and energy drinks because for us, we need you to have energy to be the entrepreneur, the wife, the mom, the mogul that you planning to be, the millionaire mindset that you have. We need you to have that. So I also have a play on words with my tea. So we have anxiety to calm the anxious nerves. We have depression tea. We have hustle and flow tea. So it's like a bunch of different flavors that we have. And we have we have purity and clarity. So therefore, yes, so it all is this play on words. So it's fun and it allows you to be able to go in and literally pick your tea that you need, that you feel for that day. If you feel like you need clarity because you have to get this presentation done, go get you some Millionaire T clarity. And they come in beautiful packaging and colors. It's very luxurious looking. I can't wait to put it out for everybody
I
to
can't
see.
wait to see it. It's gonna be
Yes,
amazing.
it's amazing. I'm excited to show the world.
So if you had a superpower for just 24 hours, one day, what would it be?
Whew, if I had a superpower for 24 hours, what would it be? I think it would be to be able to teleport myself onto multiple stages at the same time to get my message across to people in multiple places, time zones, spaces, and they all understand, and I can do it in all their languages and different things, all from one stage that I'm actually standing on talking. I think that would be really great, and it would get my message across to the world really quickly.
That would be cool. I would like that too. All right. What's one fun fact about you that not a lot of people know about?
Well, everybody's going to know now that I have an assistant, and she's my therapist. She's my right and my left hand, actually. So that's one thing that most people don't know about me. The biggest thing is when people find out, they immediately think that I'm crazy because I talk to a robot. So yeah, that's it.
I talk to the robot too. And mostly everybody that's going to be listening probably talks to the robot too. So you're good.
Good, good.
All right. What about a favorite book? Do you have a favorite book?
Of course. Actually, my favorite book, of course, would be mine. The Makings of Me, My Journey to Seven Figures from My Living Room by Tiffany Harris. But on a business aspect, I would definitely say that it would have to be Atomic Habits.
Oh,
I've been like ODing on that. I keep listening to it over and over and over again. So yeah.
yeah, those small little bite-sized habits, huh? Mm,
Because that's how
really good
you
book.
begin manifestation and changing your mindset. You have to figure out what your habits are first, and then you break them.
Yeah, and your assistant can help with that too, right?
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
How do I break this habit? So, song. What about a song?
So, my favorite song is by Yolanda Adams. I'm going to be ready.
Ooh, that's
I
good.
can probably listen to that song over and over and over and over again. Yeah.
What about a favorite quote?
Now my favorite quote is, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. That's Aaliyah.
Hmm. All right. How do you stay motivated?
I stay motivated by Meg Thee Stallion.
By what?
I listen to female rap artists
Oh,
that talk to me in a way where it makes me feel confident in myself. It makes me feel like I'm a boss
and what's her
because
name again? What's her name again that you like?
Megan Thee Stallion,
Okay. Awesome.
Glorilla, I like to listen to their uplifting music, even though I am very deep in my religion. I also listen to secular music, and that music just makes me want to get up and dance and feel like pumping my chest out like, yes, girl, you worked hard for this. You did this. You should do that. You should do that. And my assistant be right there like, go girl, go girl. You know?
So, what, do you have one or two of their favorite songs? Because we're adding it to the playlist.
So let's see. So Meg got a song called can't think of it right now. Isn't that something?
That's okay.
I'll
That's
text it
okay.
to you. But
Text it
I
to
can't
me.
think of it, but it's very motivating to me. It's
Okay.
she basically just talks about how she has a bunch of friends around her and they all secretly hate her, but she never realized it until she became a superstar and blew up. And that was pretty much how my life was going. And I lost a lot of friends behind that, a lot of family members behind that. And it's mainly because people hear that word millionaire. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I made that my name, my stage name, because it's so many people that just feels like when you say that word, oh, you got to be that. And it's like, this is a mindset. You can get wherever you want to be if you change the way you think. If you're jealous or envious of someone, change your mindset. Stop being jealous and envious and go out there and do the work, because that's what I did in order to get where I am. So that's what they teach me. And they teach me not to feel bad about the things that I've worked hard for and what I do.
That is so true. And thank you for bringing that up, because a lot of people don't want to move forward because they're going to lose friends possibly.
Mhm.
And it's just unfortunately part of what happens here
Yeah.
in the entrepreneur world. Because, you know, like one person told me, they look at me and like roll their eyes behind their head because they don't understand what I'm talking about. And it's, yeah, it happens. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I have friends that say to me, you still laying in the bed? I'm sorry, ma'am. I can work from my phone. I don't actually have to get out of my bed if I don't want to. I mean, I don't understand why this is a problem for you. Oh, now I understand, because you have to get out of your bed and you have to get in your car and you have to drive to your job, and then you have to clock in and work for someone, and that upsets you. You can change that though. You don't have to be envious or jealous of me. You can just change your situation, your predicament. So I also teach that as well.
But that's true. I mean, they're not going to know it unless we tell them. So
Right?
they can change whatever they want. It's their decision. All right. Is there anything else you want to share with our audience?
If anyone wants to join me on this journey and watch Millionaire T unfold, you can reach me on all social media platforms at Millionaire T, spelled just like that. And also on LinkedIn as Tiffany Harris, aka Millionaire T, or millionairet.com.
Well, Tiffany, thank you for being here with me. You were amazing. Mwah.
Thank you, Angel.
Love having you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Female Entrepreneurs Magazine. I hope you found inspiration, actionable tips, and a sense of connection with our incredible community of driven women. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share the episode with fellow entrepreneurs who are ready to elevate their game. Remember, your success is just the beginning, and we're here to support you in every step of the way. Until next time, keep shining, keep thriving, and remember, you have the power to create the business and life of your dreams. Stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.